Good afternoon. This is Isla from Brown Owl's Crochet Fun. It's been more than a week since I did my last video. It's been a busy week. Hubby and I went off to Canmore, which is in the Rocky Mountains, and we spent a couple of nights there and 3 days driving around, checking out all the wildlife. It was fun, very relaxing. We just drive the back roads and see what we see. And if we see animals, great. If not, doesn't matter. We enjoy the driving. We saw a mama bear with her baby bear. And then just a little bit further down the road, there was another black bear. We think it was a male. He was on his own. And we also saw a herd of elk, one elk on its own, and some deer. So we were quite lucky this time. Sometimes we go and we see nothing. Other times, loads and loads of stuff. But anyway, we had a quiet time. And we got back and we've just had our grandsons for an overnight. Their mum's off on a short trip with her sister. So, of course, their dad has to work in the morning, so we had them to sleep over last night. They're great kids. They keep us going, let's put it that way. But wouldn't have it any other way. I love them to death. Now, I thought I might give you a little bit more background about myself, for those of you who don't know me. Oh, but before I do that, I would really like to thank all 18 subscribers that I have already. Can you imagine 18 subscribers want to watch me make a fool of myself on TV? Not to worry. And also 55 views. So a special thank you to everybody who viewed the video and those of you who subscribed. And hopefully you'll enjoy this one as well as much as you did the last one. So anyway, for most of my married life, after the kids were born, let's say, I was a homemaker. I did childcare in the home. In those days, it was not registered as such. You know, you weren't responsible to anybody but the parents. But I lived right across from the school, so I was there for the kids, dropping in the morning before school, and for lunches, and for after school. So I did that for a few years until both my kids were probably about 12 and 9. Then I volunteered at the school as a teacher's aide, and actually got employed as a teacher's aide after having volunteered there. I helped the children who had English as a second language with their reading skills. Thoroughly enjoyed that. That led to becoming a full-time clerical assistant, doing general office type of stuff. I did that for a few years, and then I decided that I needed to do something else with my life. So I enrolled in college. I signed up to do a 2-year social work diploma, but of course I had to work full-time, so I could only do the classes part-time. So that was evenings and weekends. And I have to say, my husband and kids were just stupendous and supported me all the way through that. It took me 5 years to do the 2-year course. I had to finish work to do the final year because a lot of it was actual practicum where you had to go out into the community and do social work. So I did that for about 6 or 7 years maybe. And by that time I was getting tired. So when my husband opened up his own business, I helped get that going. He had a machine shop, and I worked off and on there as well as doing the social work. But eventually I got sort of burned out, as you often do in social work. It can be very hard seeing the suffering that goes on and not being able to help to much of a degree. I mean, we do the best that we can as social workers, but unless people want to make changes and, you know, listen to what advice is given to them, there's not much you can do. But I have to say, I did have a few memorable clients. Some made me laugh, some made me cry, but all in all, I felt that I was doing some good. My husband would often accuse me of taking things from our house to give to the clients. He'd say, "Oh, yeah, I come home tonight and there's no kitchen table. Where did it go?" He was exaggerating just a little bit. But I did. I'm a giving person, and I gave whenever I could, helped out whenever I could. Some of the other crafts that I'm interested in, or have done in the past, because basically right now all I do is crochet. I knitted for years. I did cross stitch. I did scrapbooking for years. I'm thinking about maybe trying knitting again, but I'm going to have to be in the mood to do that. I don't know that I'll ever get back into the mood, but here's hoping. So I was looking to see how many subscriptions I have on YouTube. And at the last count, there was 52 just for crochet alone. So you know what I do when I'm not crocheting? I'm on YouTube watching all you guys put up your videos and do instructional tutorials and stuff like that. Have to say it's been the best thing that I ever discovered was learning how to crochet from YouTube. I've got a couple of other subscriptions that I like to watch now and again. Dr. Pimple Popper, I like her, and I like Healthy Feet. I don't know if anybody's ever watched that, but it's podiatrists in Florida who help people with, you know, the bunions and calluses and, you know, sores from being diabetic, that sort of thing. It can be quite gross sometimes. I have to say, sometimes it makes my, I close my eyes at bits, let's put it that way. The other one I subscribe to is the Perez Hilton. Now, it's the one where he talks with his family and his mum and his kids and that sort of thing. I'm not so much into the pop culture thing. I can't be bothered with that gossipy stuff. But I really like to see how he parents his 3 children. And for the most part, he is very good for a single dad. Okay, what else do I have down here? Oh, I got some Happy Mail. And I waited to open it until I was doing this so that everybody could see what was in it. Now this is my very first subscription to any kind of wool crochet thing. And this is a new one that has just started up, and it's called, oh, it's probably going to be backwards, Crochet Society. And it's put out by Bella Coco. And I'm going to open it up and just see what's in here. So we have a lovely presentation wrapped in tissue paper. Let's see what's inside. Okay. Okay, so first we get a lovely little brochure. And this, I'm sure, has the patterns. Oh yeah, different things that you can make with the wool that's included. So let's see what we've got for wool. Whoa. Oh, we have some confetti. Some confetti. Ooh, I'm going to have to vacuum this up afterwards. Lovely. Okay, the yarn is West Yorkshire Spinners Bo Peep DK. So that is 3 weight for us here in the Canada in the States. And we have it in, what color is this? It's some sort of a green color. Doesn't say, just gives a number. Okay, and a grey. So now there's also a bag of stuffing, which means there's something in this little book that has to be stuffed. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. These little guys. They're cute. I might try those. And there's also a wall hanging. That looks nice. Try that. What else do we get? Oh, we get a crochet hook. This is 3.5 millimeter. I've never had one like this before. I'll give it a try. And what's this? Oh, tape measure. always handy to have. Retractable one, I like that. We have some stitch markers, little stitch markers. They're so cute. One is a ball of yarn. The other one is scissors, a crochet hook, and a ball of yarn. And the middle one is, but first crochet. Very good advice. But first crochet. And we have some more confetti, some little post-it things again with be inspired, love, and then just a crochet ball in the bottom. That's ever so cute. Oh, one more thing. Oh, no, two more things. What else do we have here? Oh dear. What's the confetti? Okay. Oh, shh, I'm counting. This one says, shh, I'm counting. And on the back, it gives the conversion for hook sizes from UK and US. And this one is just a little postcard about the people who make the wool, West Yorkshire Spinners. So this one comes from the UK, in case you haven't guessed. Oh, we have, oh gosh, look at this, some little eyes for the bears if you decide to make the bears. So they've thought of absolutely everything. And one last thing is a little notepad, blank, just with lines. Keep tabs on your work. So that's pretty nice. So that's not a bad haul. So I signed up for 3 just to see what would come and if I was going to like it and use it. And from what I've seen so far, yeah, I think I will be quite happy. So we'll just wait for the other 2 to come. They're, oh, excuse me, they're coming once a month, although the next one won't be until July. And that's purely to give Sarah Jane, who does Bella Coco, some time to get some feedback on what has been done or what people think of the first box. Now, what else do I have? Oh, some acquisitions. Oh boy. I have been shopping online and in Walmart this week. So I didn't bring everything that I got online. It was just too much and I had to open it up and get it stored away. But just an example of some of the stuff. It's from Hobby and I got Lollipop. I'm not going to go through all the different colours and small. This one, they don't give colours, they just give numbers. So, but this is 4-weight. And then I got some Hurricane. And I think that's more like a 3-weight. But I really like the colour on that one. Nice combination. What else do I have? I was watching Crystal on Bag of Day, and she had ordered some stuff from Hobby, and one of them is called Cookie. Sorry, this is backwards. I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway. Again, this is I'd probably say a 3. It's fairly thin, but the colour's nice. I also got Lollipop, and that's a thicker one, so I say that's more like a 4. So I'm going to have to come up with ideas on what to do with this. Now this one is called Twister, and it's a thin one. It's 3, and it's cotton, a cotton mix. 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. And this one, I'm going to do something that I have been hesitant to do, and that is to make a shawl. Fancy one, a lacy one. So I'm going to attempt that and see how it turns out. I'll keep you informed. I also get from Hobby these bags of We Love yarn, and this is a 4-weight, and I've got it in various colours. Here we have a purple, here we have a off pink colour, I have red, oops, my pile's falling. I have red, and I really like that yarn. It's soft. I brought up a ball of, here's the one that I had. Here we go. This is in a light purple, just to let you see what it's like out the bag. And it's a 4-weight, and it knits up so nicely. It's soft. I've been making baby blankets and jackets and such with that, similar. I also got from Hobby some of this Tivoli. Now, Here we go. So I've got solid color and stripe. Just got one of each just to see what it's like. And again, it's soft. It's a 3 weight, so it's soft. And I'll see what I can figure out to do with that. So that was the blue combination. Then I got a pink and purple combination, which I really like. I see a little baby sweater in this one's future. Then I went to Walmart, and in Walmart I had to stock up on my Bernat scrub off to make more dishcloths and scrubbers. I also just picked up some plain cotton, which will go, I might go with that one, we'll see. Then this one, these I found, okay, I got 3 actually. Pipsqueak, now I've never used this, Bernat Pipsqueak Stripes. I've never used it, but it was on sale for $3 of all. So I thought, can't pass that up. And there's the blue one. Just let me scratch over here and get this one. There we go. This one's got some nice baby colors too. So that's all my baby's stuff taken care of. Now, when I was off on my little jaunt to the mountains, as always, I took crochet with me. And I realized I have way too many works in progress on the go because I took 2 different things with me. I know they were both baby shawls, and that was fine. I wanted to get them both done. However, this is one I showed you last week, I think. Didn't get much done on it, but it's coming along. And the other one is this one. Now, you might not be able to tell from here, but they're both the same stitch, and I didn't realize that until I started to do one, stopped, and then started to do the other. I thought, okay, Isla, way too many works in progress. You're getting confused. You don't know what's what, so it's time to get some of them finished. So my objective this week is to get these 2 finished. Before I left on vacation, I started something, and I was almost finished it. I'm almost finished it, so I didn't want to take it with me because it was getting bulky. But it's a very basic, shawl. Never done a shawl before. I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. And this is one that Jada Stitches had posted. It's a very basic one. It's granny squares, or granny stitch rather, and it just increases, from the bottom up. Then I'll put a border on it. Now, the reason I've never done anything like that is because the reason I crochet is not for me to wear stuff. It's just, I don't wear anything. I don't even wear hats or scarves or anything in the winter. I donate everything. So I either give it to homeless shelters, the hats, scarves and mitts, and that's always appreciated, as you can well believe. I love to make gifts for babies. So when I hear that somebody's having a baby or going to be a grandparent or whatever, out comes the crochet hook and I get started. Some of it's for people I know, some of it's for friends of friends. Some for donations. I've done baby jackets and preemie hats to send to the hospital. I've made lots of character hats for my grandsons. I've done everything from Star Wars, Yoda, what else? Wolves, Pokemon. No, I haven't done any Pokemon. There's lots of them I've done for them. In fact, this past January, Mac, who turned 6 in January, was having a sleigh ride for his birthday. And his mum asked me to make a hat for each of the kids who are coming to the party. So there was about 12 or 13 I crocheted. All the same, basically the same, just beanies, so that they could get their picture taken all wearing the hats. And what I did was I put the initial of each kid on the hat so that they could you could see who was who. And that went down very well. I have a couple of finished objects. One is this. I'll just stretch over and get it. This is a project bag that I made. And this was my swap partner, who is Donna from Sunshine LeClaire. She had this on her Ravelry page as a cow. So I said I would do it. So that's it. It's done and it's finished. Thank goodness. The other thing I brought out to show you is my pile of produce bags. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's all I have in the house right now. I've done more and given them to various people. And I have intention of doing more. I just want to say a big thank you to Jane from Scraptastic Yarns. I listened to her advice on how to start a YouTube channel. She gave some really good advice, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And like I said in the last one, this is just for me. It's not for anything else. I'm not on here to make money or, you know, expect anybody to give me anything. I just want to have fun. I just want to share my love for crochet with you and anybody else out there who is interested. I set up an Instagram page, and it is also called Brown Owl's Crochet Fun. I've posted some pictures of various projects that I've done. Most of them are long gone from here. They've found new homes and are hopefully living happily ever after there. But that's because Jane gave such good advice, it gave me the courage to, you know, sit down and do this. Who else do I want to thank? I want to thank Kayla Llama Mama. She organized a yarn swap for the summer. Never done one of those before either, but this time I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. So I was paired with Donna from Sunshine LeClaire. She's in Canada too. She lives down east. I'm out west. So I'm in the process of putting together a box to send to her. Hopefully I'll get it finished this week and off in the mail to her. Mary's Crochet Chit Chat. I have to say thanks to Mary. She's a great video presenter, whatever you want to call her. She's good. She makes you laugh. She's fun. I haven't figured out how to put links to these people yet, but maybe if you just punch in the names, you can check them out and see what they're like. And I think that's about it. Oh, Crystal, of course, at Bag O' Day. She does so many good yarn giveaways. And of course, she's got, what, 449,000 subscribers. So the chance of winning one of them is very small. I think I'll probably be more likely to win the lottery than to win one of her giveaways. But I keep trying. Like to support her. So I think that's all for today. I'm sitting here at 24 minutes, coming up on 25, and that's more than long enough. Don't want to be taking up all of your time. So I'm going to sign off now, and I'll come back again in a week or so and give you some updates on what's happening and how things are going. Until then, be good, be careful. See you soon.